Hello everybody. I thought I'd put this on so that you could all see, and I'm waiting for you to join me because I need to simmer down. I am a bit stressed out. I've just got into a big row, and yeah, I need to de-stress. So when you come on, all of you, I need you to all help me calm down. But anyway, I have got my eye mask on. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross eye mask. So, hello everybody. I've just got this on and I'm putting it on for 3 minutes. Good morning, Pamela. I have just had a knock at the door. I just got to share this. Please, please, please let me get this off my chest, because I've just had a row at the front door. So this delivery guy knocked at the door and he said, could you take a parcel in for the neighbour? And I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And then he turned round and it was this massive, massive box. It was a Vax vacuum cleaner, right? I'm in a tiny flat and at the moment I've got everything all over the place because my heating has just broken down. I'm clearing out loads of rubbish because I can barely move. And I went, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see how big it was. I've changed my mind. I really can't take it. I'm sorry. And he went, one day you might need someone to take a parcel in for you, and started having a go at me in my flat. Oh, you could put it here. I said, no, I don't want it. I can't move around my flat. And he started having a go at me. And I said, look, I'm sorry. If it was a small parcel, I'd take it. But I'm not taking it. I can't take it at the moment. And I was being polite. And he started having a go at me. Please help me calm down. Because that has just happened before my video. Is that out of order? Is that out of order? And I said, actually, nobody takes parcels in for me. I'm always getting letters saying you were out and there was nobody in. And it's going back to the post office. And I always take in parcels for people. But this box was huge. And he stuck it right in front. I couldn't lift it. Stuck it right in front of the hallway so I couldn't get to the bathroom. Oh, I'm calm. This is going to go off in a minute. I just couldn't get over him having a go at me. Anyway. I like it. What a knobber. It's only because he didn't want to carry it back to his van, and I get that. But do you know what? The other thing is, if you're ordering a Vax vacuum cleaner, wouldn't you make sure you were in? You know? Sorry, but there you go. It's gone off. I'd have happily taken it in if it was a small parcel, but he went, oh, yeah, thank you. And then suddenly this huge box appeared. Thank you. Thank you. You've calmed me down, guys, because I got really upset. This guy standing in my flat having a go at me for not taking somebody else's parcel when it was blocking my bathroom. Ah! Calm down. I'm calm. My boiler's on the blink. So I'm having a big clear out because we've got to kind of clear out anyway. But I'm going to have to get the boiler replaced. So let me get on to the proper subject. That's what you've come to see, which is the Dr. Dennis Gross Spectralite Eye Mask. Okay, so there you are. And I've just put that on. You put it on for 3 minutes. I'm going to put a little bit of eye serum on and my sunscreen. And as promised, La Prairie, the expensive foundation. Yes, I've got it ready. And I tell you, I need it today. I need it. I am so tired. 2 hospital appointments yesterday. One of them running late because the consultants couldn't cope with the fact that the computers had gone down, even though they do handwritten notes. Anyway. So this actually was the other thing that I got from La Prairie, which was their serum, which is called Skin Caviar Eye Complex, because I don't mind throwing money at my eyes. So I'm not going to do serum or anything. I've been knee deep in rubbish. There are boxes everywhere today. Just trying to chuck out. And I'm putting some sunscreen on, and then we shall get started. So, as you're all waiting, this is my obscenely expensive Skin Caviar foundation by Prairie. And Shoshana, if you're watching, as I've said, throw your wallet out the window, as you said. Anybody else, just go and lock your credit cards away, right? Now is the time. Go and give your credit cards to your partner. Change the PIN. Tell them that you're not allowed to go shopping for 30 days and then give the credit card back. No, throw that wallet out the window, Shoshana. I'm telling you, because you're going to be online. Well, mate, I wouldn't suggest you go online and order this, right? Okay? I really wouldn't suggest it. Now, this sunscreen is going to be enough of a primer, okay? Because I want you to see exactly what it looks like. You know, I have been thinking about renaming this channel Makeup Addicts Anonymous. And we instead of AA, we could be Makeup Addicts Anonymous. Okay, here we are. The Skin Caviar. Very expensive. I'm not going to be dropping this. Now, it comes with, I haven't even put it on the stand, so I'm waiting to move, so I've got a nice dressing table. But it comes, it's got a concealer in the top. You do get a concealer with it as well. And it comes with a little stand and a brush, which is still in the box. But so that you can basically put it on a stand on your dressing table and use the brush. So, and I'm going to put it on with a beauty blender. Oh, yeah, it's an absolute bargain. The fact that it comes with a concealer makes all the difference, doesn't it? Oh, dear. Excuse my teeth, they're really manky. I keep meaning to go to the dentist and I can't because now I've got a broken boiler and I've got to sort that out. So just don't look at my teeth. So this is, now I went to get matched and I've also got the powder. Now the powder, I think the powder actually is a bargain. I don't say bargain. It's not Nick's bargain, but it's actually not that expensive because it's huge. This is the box and you get a little travel one and I will show you that in a minute. So anyway, here we go with this very precious foundation. And I'm going to, can you all see me clearly? I don't want any fuzziness on my Wi-Fi for this. Can you all see me clearly? Give me a thumbs up or a yes or something if you can see me clearly. Right, okay, because you've got to see me clearly for this. Is the lighting okay? Okay, so let me just dab some of this on. I think that'll be enough, or should I just sort of bathe in it? Shall I bathe in it? Okay, and I'm just going to pat this on. Shoshana, behave, get that credit card, put it out. She said she already likes it. Put the credit card away, put it down. Stay away from the light. It does make my skin. And look at the coverage on it. It's light. it's light, but it's like it feels light on the skin, but it covers everything in one go. I don't know what that is. I must have been leaning on something. How have I managed to do that? I must have fallen asleep with my glasses on. I did nod off this morning. That must be my glasses. Right, I'll put a little bit more under my cheeks. Oh, of course. Thank you, Pamela. Oh, I'm so slow. It's my eye mask. Of course it is. Right, I'll just put a little bit more under there to show you how it builds up. And then, of course, we have the concealer. Can you see how glowy it makes you look? Now, let me use the concealer. So the concealer's in the top there with a little mirror. I'm just going to put it on with my fingers. And of course, this baby doesn't crease. I mean, if it creased, I would take it back. I'm just putting it on with my fingers. Okay, so that's my obscenely expensive foundation. Now for some not so obscenely expensive powder to set it with. It's a nice colour match as well, isn't it? You think it's worth it? Who thinks it's worth it? Who thinks it's no big deal? And I don't mind you saying that. I really don't. You just looked up the price. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Now, when you buy the powder, it's not Caviar powder. It's called Cellular Treatment Loose Powder. It comes in this huge box. This is £70. I got it at the same time when I had my splurge. This is the powder. And there is quite a big amount in here. 56 grams. Okay? But not just that. But you get a travel size one as well. So that you can take it away with you. Now, I do think this powder is worth it. Because it's a nice powder. And you've got... How many people do travel size... There's a little mirror there. Travel size loose powder with a puff. I haven't used the travel one yet. So you get the travel size with it. So I actually don't think that the powder's as expensive. So, and you get a little thingy in there to kind of scoop things up with and that. Yep, no, it puts itself on. Of course it does, Pamela. So I'm just going to sprinkle it a little bit in front of me and then put this on with the powder puff. And how is Shoshana's La Mer foundation going? Does it look good? We want all the details. Yeah, and this actually, there's only 2 shades, 1 and 2. And this is 1. Oh, that's great. I'm glad that you're able to have a bit of relax time. I'm certainly feeling it as well, because I've literally, if you could see around this flat right now, boy, I still can't get over that guy telling me off for not wanting a great big box of Vax in my... One day you might need it. Yeah, nobody's in when I need it. I can't find my setting brush. I'm just... So anyone that's just joined me, I don't suffer from a huge line up here. This is from where I just had... Now, that obviously will crease on a hooded lid. This is where I've just had my eye mask. My Dr. Dennis Gross eye mask, which you will probably have seen. So there you go. There's my foundation. Shall I give it a little bit of a squirt? Actually, I might just brush some of the excess off. I've ordered the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks this morning. I don't need any more lipsticks, but I wanted to show you guys the new ones that are coming out. And I got early access, so there's 3 new shades and I've ordered them so I can show you. So I will do that tomorrow if I can. In between the heating engineer. Wasn't sure about the brown one, but then after that one last week, I thought, no, I'll give it a go. I sort of went off brown since the 90s, but it doesn't look really brown. It's not, it doesn't look like Birkin brown. I don't like the look of Birkin brown. So I shall put all this back in my vault. So that's, I mean, it does last. It does look great. What's that there? Is it just me? Does it look like I've got bruise in there? Looks like I've got a bit of bruise in there. The lipstick launch, are you talking about? Because I've ordered them. Looks like I've got a bruise under there. That's very weird. Maybe I've hit myself in my sleep. Has anyone watched that case about, that crime case about that awful Christopher Watson, Shanann, his wife? It came up on my feed. I didn't know anything about it at the time. Yes, I've ordered already. And so sad. But the thing is that I was looking at some of her feeds, and that, you know, a lot of people criticising her. She's doing lives and her kids in the background and saying, oh, she doesn't care about them. She's saying, shh, be quiet. And I was thinking, God, I do that. And actually, it just makes you realise what you put out there when it's taken out of context. You know, we all know as parents, right, that the first thing, my son can ignore me all day long. And as soon as I come and do a live or I get on the phone, he's like, Mum, 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 Mum. And it looks as though I'm neglecting him, but actually he's not bothered with me at all for 2 hours. But he just waits until I'm on the phone because he can't, it makes him uncomfortable to know that I'm doing something else. And it's just, everybody's so judgmental, and it's so sad what happened. And she was selling that Thrive stuff. And, you know, she's trying to make a living. And if she was out at work, no one would say, oh, look, she's neglecting her children. But because she's working from home and doing videos and they're in the background, I just think it's... Anyway, just wanted to say that. So I thought, as I've put on La Prairie, I should probably put on some McGrath, shouldn't I? Shall I? I tell you what, I really like the small palette. I fancy putting on the small palette. So this one is called the Sublime Bronze Ambition one. These ones, the small one I find a lot creamier in texture. I like the other ones as well, but this was the first one I got. So it is just browns, or do you want me to put some purples on? Because obviously I'm wearing purples. Yeah, absolutely. And then when you come off the phone, they don't want to know you. Pat, you want Pat. I know you want Pat, but... All right, let me show you the 3 palettes I've got. It just made me think, you know, if you looked at my videos out of context, you'd say, all that woman ever does is put on makeup and her poor son's in the background playing video games. And actually, that is one fraction of the day, but it's the fraction of the day that goes out on YouTube. So, yeah, it just made me think of that. So we have the other one, which is this one. Oh, you see, cats are exactly the same. So this is the other, this is Mothership 3. And then we have the other one, which I think might have some purples in it. Pretty sure it's got the purples in it. So you can pick between my 3 Pat McGraths. Because I know you like to pick my makeup, and you always pick so nicely. Ooh, that one. Hang on, you haven't seen the 3rd one yet. Exactly. There's very judgmental people out there. Anyway. I try not to judge people because you never know. Like that guy was just saying to me, oh, you know, you never know when you'll need a parcel. That's not the point. This guy, it's not the point. He could see that I was struggling to move around my flat, and he just dumped something right in front of the toilet that was massive. That's the issue. I would always take in parcels for anyone, normally. But there has to be a limit. Sorry, I'm still justifying it because he made me feel so horrible for not taking it in. And it was a bit upsetting. But anyway, I will forget it. And then there's this one, which actually would go with what I'm wearing. Which is Mothership 5. Yep, shake it off. I'll shake it off. Right. So, which one out of those 3? So, we had the little one, which is called... Let's say this is 1. This was the little one, the bronze one. Then you've got the bigger bronze one that's got the greens in. That's 2. And then 3, yes. I agree, and that's what made me feel better. If you're ordering a vacuum cleaner, you should be at home. Second one, you're saying second one, and then this one is the 3rd one. Right, so we got a vote for 1, we got a vote for 2. I'm going to have to mix them up again, aren't I think? Any votes for 3, or are we just going for 1 and 2? Because actually I could mix 1 and 2 together. I could do a bit of all of them, but I think then it kind of gets lost because... Tell me what you think. And while I have a sip of my coffee. And this is the only coffee. You're saying 3. Oh, all right, okay. There's 2 votes for 3. This is the only coffee I have. 3 vote for 3. Okay, I'll do 3, and then how about I do the other one next week? 2 and 1 mixed together next week. Is that all right with everyone? Yeah, I don't normally drink. I have 1 coffee a day. I went off. I used to drink a lot of coffee, but when I was pregnant with Jack, the smell of it made me feel sick, which apparently often happens because it's kind of nature's way of stopping you drinking caffeine. Oh, thank you. I try to be. I try to treat people how I would like to be treated myself. And I think if you do that, then you can't go wrong. What does my posh foundation... Oh, what, you mean the makeup artist hiding in the box? He says, 3, 3. It goes with your top, Ali. 3, 3. Oh, except he doesn't talk like that because he's posh. He says, 3, 3. Oh, darling, 3. You know it makes sense. Right, so let me get myself organised. So, of course, I've got to use this purple one at the end because you know me and purple. Come on then, pick a shimmer shade. Pick a shimmer shade. So, I don't know how you're going to pick them, but you can describe them. And then you can say where it is on the palette. Pick a shimmer shade to go on my lid. And we can use 2. These ones here, you can actually layer over the top, I think. So they kind of add a different dimension to them. Do you want a gold or a bronze? Yeah, the purple's going in the crease and in the corner. Which shimmer? Do you want this one? This one? This one? Goldy brown? Well, how about if I do the goldy brown and put that on top? Because I think that makes it kind of look, yeah, duochrome. I'll do that then. I'm just going to use this brown to start the transition. I'm just using the lighter matte brown just to give me a bit of a transition. Rose gold. I would do the rose gold, but I think I've done that before. Just trying to think. No, that's the one you picked though, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one, the goldy brown. Yeah, the rose gold. Okay. I don't think that this light and this camera today is doing that foundation justice. Because at the moment it's looking pretty mediocre. Or maybe it's just because I didn't sleep very well. But actually, it does look lovely on. At the moment, if I saw this, I'd say that's not worth it. My foot, it's so annoying. Thank you for asking, Pamela. My foot is basically every week I go, they say it's no better and it's no worse. And every week they take a photo and they take a photo and they put it on my phone. The idea of me, I've got a folder on my phone so that every week they take a picture. The idea is that if it suddenly gets infected and I have to attend A&E, then I can show the pictures so that they can see what it was like at the beginning, what it was like last week, and they can see whether it suddenly got out of hand. And really, since January, it looks exactly the same every week. It doesn't look any smaller, it doesn't look any bigger, it's just stayed the same. But I did get a call to say my second pair of shoes are in. today, but I've got to go and get them fitted. So I'm going to get them done on Friday. Let's get this brownie gold, and I'm going to put it on with my fingers. Now this brings a smile to my face. Look at that. Yeah, so I'm wondering about this finish. It says that the new Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks have got a 3D. Ooh, beautiful. That sounds like Bernard. Do you remember that advert for Bernard Matthews turkeys? If you're in the UK, he used to come on and go, ooh, beautiful. The Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, it says that they've got a sort of 3D effect. So I'll be interested to see what they're like. That is lovely. Don't worry, the purple's going in there. I have the same accent as Bernard Matthews. Ooh, me arties. I can't do it, obviously. And, you know, if you're from the West Country, what was it? Oh, now, please don't take offence at this, but we were in Somerset once, and I started to take the mickey out of the accent to my mum. They are still comfy. Thank you, Shoshana. They're very comfy, but they're not as supportive as the ones that I'm waiting on, because the ones that I've got, they're new ones. They're lymphedema ones, so they're there for when my foot is very, very... Oh, Fenty Clear Diamond. They're not supportive, these. They're for when your lymphedema flares up. So they're comfy, but they're not very supportive. So this other pair are my kind of normal everyday shoes when my lymphedema isn't really flaring up and I can get into them. So those are the ones I'm picking up on Friday. But anyway, we were in Somerset. Please don't take offence at this, right? Because I really don't mean any offence to anybody from Somerset, right? But I turned to my mum when we were in Somerset and I said, oh, I can't read and I can't write, but I can half drive a tractor, right? And my mum started laughing, and we went out to this local pub, and she was going, we got there and there's a load of locals, and she's going, go and do it. Show them, Ali. Tell them how you do a Somerset. And I went, I can't say that. I can't say that in front. These were locals. They'll lynch me. They'll throw me out the pub. And she's going, go on, say it. I can't read. And I was like, no, I can't say that. My mum is going to get me thrown out. I can't read and I can't write, but I can't half drive a tractor. For those of you in America, what I just said is, I can't read and I can't write, but I can't half drive a tractor. Okay? And that's what my mum wanted to say to people from the local area when we were standing in the local pub. Can you imagine? Because she thought I had a good accent, but I really think I needed to change the content first. I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. It's probably awful, my accent, isn't it, Maria? Anyone from that area will probably be cringing. Anyone that's not from that area will probably think it's great. Yeah, they will probably run over me with the tractor. And actually, I had a friend who was married to a farmer, and it's not true, because farmers are, you know, this friend of mine, her husband, who was a farmer, he got like a degree in some kind of biology. He knew loads of like, stuff about agriculture, and not just about planting, but about the kind of science behind it. So it's not true. It's just a bit of a stereotypical joke. Fantastic. In the same accent, say, hang on a minute. Say, because my skin is lit from within after my tractor round. Does that sound right? You know what I do? I think about Pam Ayres. If anybody from my age was brought up in the UK, they'll remember Pam Ayres. She used to come on and she used to read a humorous poem on the two Ronnies. And it was always with a little sparkle in her eye. Do that accent for... Oh, he does the accent and that combine harvest. I've got a brand new combine harvester. Well, I've got a Glaswegian cousin. You wish you'd looked after your teeth. Yeah, mine are really manky because a lot of the medication that I've been on in previous years, one of them's changed now, but a lot of them, by the way, that was the purple I was putting on. I'll build up a little bit more with the fluffy brush. Takes your saliva away. Yes, it was a song, 'cause I've got a brand new combine harvester. By the Wurzels. And I'll give you the key. That's, I suppose, where I got that I can't read and I can't write, but I can drive a tractor. Right, and then I'm going to... You wanted the duochrome effect, didn't you? So I'm going to take this one that you picked here and just press it over the top. It is good, this. It makes all of them look completely different colours. So this takes some of the rose out of it, doesn't it? And makes it sort of more gold. But if you put this on the purple, let's put a bit on the purple at the end. It makes it look green. It's one of those that really transforms the shade. So if I took this one like that, and then I put that over the top, let's see what it would do to it. Put the greeny gold duochrome under your eyes. What, the one from this palette or from the palette, the other one, the one that's got the green in? What do you mean, this one? Oh yeah, it is greeny gold. You want me to put that on its own under my eyes? Is that right, Maureen? This one? Sorry about the drilling. Yep, okay. I shall do that. Very eye brightening. Is there a tutorial that tells you to do that? It's very... Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of doing that. Thank you. Now, I got the Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner. Shall I put it on? I will show you. Let me just get it. Bear with me a second. Oh, mind you, I haven't put highlighter on. Let me just put a little bit of this on to highlight under my brows. I'll just do it with my finger because I don't want to get that any sparkle from there under my brows. I don't like sparkly brows. I did, and I like it. It's very easy to apply with this brush, and I will show you the brush that I mean as well. I didn't get Bobbi Brown brush. You're jealous. Does it show? I'm not sure that it's that this camera's doing it justice. You're painting your nails. Leighton Denny butterfly wings. Oh, right. So Maria asked if anyone, while I'm getting my Bobbi Brown, Maria asked, is anyone else doing anything beautifying now? So chat amongst yourselves while I get my Bobbi Brown, okay? I did get corrector and concealer as well. I've got to start going easy soon. But I do like showing you guys new things. But I have got to because we're going to be moving. And I want to put some money aside for that. You're not sold on the mask idea? No, well, to be honest, at the moment, I can't see a huge amount of difference on the mask. But the only thing that I have noticed a huge difference is that my eyes aren't watering as much, which it doesn't claim to help with. But that's the only thing that I've been doing differently since I started, they stopped watering as much. Are you, Maureen? Oh, wow. Well, you've typed this so I can tell people she's waiting on pregnancy test results. Have you just done it, Maureen? Oh, this is so exciting. Are you going to tell us the results on my live? Are you able to do that, or have you got to wait for hubby? Who's, sorry to hear that, Jess. Now, hang on a minute. Jess has said something not so. Good luck, Maureen. Yes, good luck, Maureen. Jess. Oh, you're off sick. I'm sorry to hear that, Jess. Sorry, here's me going, yeah, but about Maureen. And it looked totally inappropriate. That's what happens when you don't keep up with a live chat. Are you hoping for positive or negative? I think she might have just sort of gone off. But, Maureen, we're all thinking of you now. And if you're able to share anything with us. You're expecting! Yeah! Hooray! Maureen's expecting! Yes! Congratulations! Your boss is going to kill you. Never mind your boss. What about your other half? Congratulations. Oh, that's so good. You heard it here, folks, on my channel. That's really put a smile on my face. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations. I feel like I need to get some champagne. Yeah, do you know what? When it goes positive, it does come up really quickly. When it's negative, you have to wait for ages. But when it's positive, bang, it's there. Yay! If I could post right now, can I post? Can I post? I don't know whether I can post. But anyway, people are posting champagne bubbles and... You're over the moon. Brilliant. I'm glad it's good news. You don't like to assume, you know, when people have got another one under 2, you know. But I'm glad that it's good news for you. Congratulations. Oh, that's really great. Oh, don't be scared. Don't be scared. After the first, it's... You know, after the first, it'd be great. It's just... Don't be scared. We're all there behind you. We're going to be following you now, Maureen, for the whole pregnancy, right? And do me a favour that when you go into labour, you've got to do that on my live feed as well, all right? Hopefully by then I'll be in a new house and, well, I will be in a new house. And you have got to then say, I've just gone into labour, all right? Because you've announced it here now on my feed. So you have to go into labour on my feed, okay? So pleased for you. Right, this seems a bit trivial now after that. But here's the Bobbi Brown eyeliner. And this is a Tarte eyeliner brush. Yeah, that's so true. Only the first 25 years. By the way, Jessica's a great name, Mari. No, well, actually, Jess, I think she should call her baby Ali because it was announced on my live. So this is the brush. And it's got an angled point there and it's got a straight point there. Really good for putting eyeliner on. So I'm just going to put some Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner on while we chat to Maureen. Because this seems completely... Well, you know it's short for Alison. Or if it's a boy, you could call him Alistair. But don't call his... If it's a boy, don't give him a middle name Beauty, will you? Alistair Beauty. Because I don't think he'll thank you for that. Oh, God, okay. Well, let us know how you get on. I'm sure he'll be delighted. Take care, Maureen. And if you can, come back before the end. Yeah, Ali, but no middle names Beauty, please. So I'm just putting this Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner on with this brush. And it is so easy to do it. And it doesn't take over the lid either. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it, Jess. She's off to tell hubby. I hope he doesn't watch his channel. Because he'll say, what, you told them all first before me? Now, this eye's watering now that I said my eye doesn't water as much. But it's still not watering badly. You see how easy that is to put on? I've been meaning to say the other thing I was going to say to you all, guys. When I did my video last week, just having to think about, you know, the one where I said why I started my channel. I just wanted to say to you all, right, because I said, oh, people are, like, comment on every single video. He carried on eating his chips and said to me, you need to eat more sensibly and I'll get you some help around the home. That is so typical a man's reaction. That is so typical. No, it's not weird at all. That is what men do. Sorry, I'm stereotyping men. It's what my man would do, right? When it's, you know, the men are from Venus, women are from Mars, or whatever it's called. When I found out I was pregnant, my other half was over the moon. I was panicking. He was over the moon. But we had a scan at 20 weeks and it showed up. I'm not trying to scare anyone. It just showed up that Jack had a little bit of a problem with his foot, which could have been related to my condition. So we were a little bit worried. And when I got home, I was all emotional, of course. And my other half came in and he was sort of looking around the wall. And he was going, I'm just thinking. I was thinking, what? And he said, I think I'll build a shelving unit here. And that's what he did. And it sort of, he did it like in no time at all. And it was his way of like, that'll be good because you can put the telly there and you could put this there and you could have a little desk there for your computer because you're going to have the changing table over there. And that's what they do. They think practically. That's their, I say these type of men, I should say, not every man, it's their way of kind of showing that they care and that they're delighted is, right, great, let's do something practical. So I don't think it's mad at all. I think it's lovely. That means he wants to kind of, I think, and that he's going to get you more help. That's really lovely. Practical based. It's like, what can I do practically? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jess. It is, I was actually, I can't say, I can and I can't relate to that. In that I was, if any of you have listened to me before talking about this, I was told that I was infertile. So for 20 odd years, I thought I wasn't going to be able to have kids. And they said to me that at best I'd probably need fertility drugs and at worst I'd need IVF. And I got to 35 and thought, well, I haven't met anyone now, so I'm going to be too old for IVF. And I just thought, okay, I'm just going to get used to being world's best auntie. And then I met my other half and I got pregnant within about 3 or 4 months of meeting him, which was very scary because it was quite early on in the relationship and I didn't know, you know, if it was going to survive or not, the relationship. But it was it made it very real from the start, which I think is good because you know that once you've been through tough stuff, you can get through anything. Whereas, you know, I think sometimes, you know, talking about that Shanann story, that was all hearts and roses. And then, yeah, similar, all hearts and roses right from the start. And then suddenly the romance dies and then they're left with reality and the guy leaves you kind of thing. He had reality right from the start. So I think it kind of, in a strange way, it helped. But anyway, so I thought for 20 years I couldn't get pregnant. And I hear people saying to people that are infertile, as everyone is now, you know, you just got to relax and actually it'll happen. And I can agree with that because I just thought, well, I'm not going to have kids. And we were being careful and I still got pregnant. And I think it was because I'd come to a kind of acceptance I wasn't going to have kids. So, but it's easier said than done when you think, right, this is it and I really want it to happen. It's very difficult to switch off and think, right, I'm just going to forget about it and relax. I had somebody I was at school with as well who had an older brother who was adopted, and he basically said what happened was his mother couldn't have kids. They tried for ages. Eventually, they gave up. They adopted a child, and then she found out she was pregnant. So it's a weird one. And, you know, when I tried to find out, yeah, when I tried to find out about, because I said to the doctor, well, was the doctor wrong then? And he said, well, there's two explanations. He said, either it was a very lucky accident, or a lucky accident that in a freak kind of ovulation, or they were wrong. And since you're pregnant, there's no way of finding out. So I do think there's a lot to fertility that doctors don't really understand. You know, people I've been told can't have kids and they have them, and then people I've been told can have kids that spend ages trying. So it's hard. And all I can say is I hope for you for the best. And try and relax, but I know it's very difficult. I'm going to have to catch up with some of your conversation later because I'm busy jabbering away myself. And you're all supporting one another, which is great. I'm just putting some mascara on and then I'll put some lipstick on. I was going to put a little bit of Tom Ford on my face, seeing as we're very high-end today. And then I'm going to have to go back to cleaning up my flat with my Tom Ford and my La Prairie and my Pat McGrath. In my purple tracksuit. Do you know what? There was somebody, obviously I won't mention names, but there was somebody that sort of lived near us that was really quite horrible when she found out I was pregnant, and she said that I'd done it on purpose. I was trapping him and that I'd lied about being infertile. And you could see from another person's perspective, there was me in my late 30s, hadn't got any children. Yeah. Hadn't got any children, and my partner got 2 children. And the assumption was that I'd kind of trapped him. But actually the reality was, when I found out, I was delighted, but I was panicking because I'd got... It's like, can you imagine you've had a 20-year mindset that you're not going to have kids, and then suddenly you've got this pregnancy test stick and it says, yeah, right, you got this pregnancy. And I was panicking, and he was going, calm down, it's fine, it's great. He said, I always wanted to have kids with you. And he said, you know, the fact you said you couldn't was sad, but I always wanted to have kids with you. It's fine, it'll be fine. I'm delighted. He was over the moon, and I was panicking big time. And actually, if anything, he would tell you that he wanted them more than me. I'm not saying I didn't want them. I just didn't think I could. So I'd kind of course, I always wanted to have kids, but I'd buried it because I thought it wasn't going to happen. And I also didn't know what it was going to be like adopting a child, and whether they were going to make it difficult for me because of my disability, and, you know, that was going to be an issue. So I kind of just come to that acceptance. And so all of a sudden I had to get my head around the fact that I was going to be a mum. And some days I still don't quite believe it now, you know. So yeah, so she was really like spreading it around that obviously it wasn't true, that I was, and that I'd grabbed him because my biological clock was ticking. It's funny how people think, isn't it? I just think you just let people spread venom like that, because just ignore it. It's funny. I was sort of laughing. He was as well. Right, I'm putting some Tom Ford on, and I'm going to look at some of your... You had that reaction from one of your partner's sisters, what, you were trying to trap them. I'm not sure what would be in it for a woman to trap a guy. Like, because I don't think that they're going to stick around just because you've got a kid. And why would you want somebody to just stick around because you've got a kid? You want them to stick around because they want to be with you, surely. You know, it just, to me, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm going to put some Tom Ford on. I'm so busy chatting to you guys, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Right, I'm going to put some Tom Ford. This is the Tom Ford face set that I got. Yeah, exactly. And you know, you see it so much on YouTube. You see it so much on YouTube, and if you don't like something, just move on and go and watch something else. You know, there's no need for it. Just if you don't like something, don't watch it. Move on. There's plenty of things that I've seen that I thought, oh no, that's offended me. I don't comment. I just move on and just, you know, ask not to be notified of that again. I think people feel very safe on here, not just YouTube, just social media in general. They feel they can say whatever they want without any kind of filter on it because it's all done online. I always try and think how that would be received if you were saying it face to face, and just try and be kind. I think you get so much back when you're kind to people anyway. And I don't mean in possessions or anything, but you just get so much good vibes back. Whereas if you sometimes think that people are getting off on getting a negative thing back, you know, when you see people that are kind of trolls, you know that they want you to comment. And you think, why would you want to get into a row with someone? What is it in your life that makes you want to get that reaction? Maria, Jack's exactly the same. He loves helping other people. Sometimes I think he's too generous, and I worry that people take advantage of it. But I think that that's far better than being the other way. Right, I'm just putting this palette on, and I'm just putting some bronzer on now. He's lovely. I honestly, he's a very thoughtful person, he thinks about other people. Absolutely. It's more nourishing for the soul. If you do good things, whatever it is, and just ignore the rest, you really can't go wrong. Thankfully, you're all lovely on here, but you do get the odd person and you just think, I'm not going to respond to that because you just want me to react, and I'm not going to. That's fine. You don't have to like me. I'm not getting paid to do these videos. You don't have to like me. You don't have to whatever. Now, what I was going to say, and I got sidetracked a minute ago, was last week I did a video called Why I Started This Channel, and I'm going to pick a lipstick. Let me pick that Charlotte Tilbury, one of her new ones that was in that set, not the ones that are coming tomorrow. Last week I was talking about how lovely and loyal you all were, and that, you know, and I meant every word of it, but I kind of said, oh, and people that comment on every single video. And I came away thinking, now they're going to think they've got to comment on every single video. And I wanted to say to you all, you do not have to comment on every single video. Please don't feel that you're obliged to comment on every single video. I kind of worded that wrong. And I really don't want anyone to feel obliged to do that, right? I know who you are. I know who my loyal followers are. You don't have to comment on every video, right? Or to thank me for doing a video. If you want to, that's fine. But please don't feel obliged, because I know you're there. I know that you're there, okay? So I just really wanted to make that clear, because I'd hate for anyone to think, oh, she's posted something, I better write a, you know, and you're busy and you think, I better write a comment, otherwise she's going to think I've lost interest. I know you're there, okay? So I just wanted to say that, because I felt after, you know, I analysed myself and thought, oh no, why did I say that? Because now everyone's going to think they've got a comment on every video. And I didn't mean it like that, you know. So please, please don't think that. Right, you can pick between these two lipsticks. So these are the two that came in a pretty set thing, the pretty pink lipstick duo. So we've got Rose Kiss. Yeah, that's fine if you do it because you want to, but please don't feel obliged to. That's what I'm saying, okay? I don't want any... I just didn't want that video to make anyone feel obliged to comment on every video. Okay, so that's Rose Kiss. Okay, and then we have Blushing Dream. So you can pick which one I'm going to use. Go for the brighter note, fresh lip colour. This one then. So, hang on. 1, 2. Which one? 1 or 2? That's fine. If you don't feel obliged, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that nobody was left feeling like I better comment on every video. If you want to comment, that's great, and I love to hear from you. Blushing Dream, 2, 1. Two. I've forgotten which one was 2. 2 was Blushing Dream, wasn't it? 2, no, 1 is Blushing Dream. 1 is Blushing Dream. That's right. 1 is Blushing Dream and 2 is Rose Kiss. Or shall I mix them both together? I could always do that. Let me put on the Pillow Talk lip liner. 2. Oh. Look at that. 1, mix. Do you know what? I should stop giving choices because I want to please you all and I don't like saying, right, okay. But I'll look back and see. I'll have to do it on votes. Or I could do an ombre and put the lighter one in the middle. How about that? That's a good compromise. So I'll do, I know one's matte and one's shiny, but what I'll do is I'll put the darker one on. I've forgotten which one's the darker one. I'll put Rose Kiss on first, which is darker. And then I'll use this one in the middle to do an ombre effect. And then everyone's happy. Okay? This is the tooth that I've got to get seen because the fillings come out, which is why it looks yellow. So can you see this one's really white and this one's horrible. You see, talking of kindness, I want to be kind. I don't want to ignore anyone's request. So that's why I shouldn't give choices. Now, I might turn off my Wi-Fi before this uploads because when it uploaded, you know, you said this is really clear. That was when I'd switched my Wi-Fi off and suddenly it said uploading in HD using my phone data. And suddenly it was uploaded and everyone said how clear it was. Yeah, well, at that price, you should be able to use it on your tooth. I agree. Right, so I'll put this on first. Oh, no. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that sounds awful, Maria. She dropped a bottle of perfume. I hope it didn't smash on your face. I know you wouldn't be offended. I know you wouldn't, but I want to be kind. Does your face still smell beautiful? Right, so that one I've just put on is Rose Kiss. So that is the matte one. Okay, and now over the middle, I'm going to, with my finger, I'm going to put on Blushing Dream, which is the kissing one, which is slightly lighter. And I'm just going to press it in the middle. Let me just do that, I think. That's it. Actually, that works quite well. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to get veneers soon, Julianne. So there you go. There's both of them on. So that's got Blushing Dream in the middle and Rose Kiss on the outside to use an ombre effect. And then I'll give my face a little spray. I'm looking, this one looks like it might have just creased a little bit, but you can see it's not budging. And that's my finished look for the day. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I've now going to take my very expensive made up face to go and clean up the flat. The glamorous things I do. And thank you for helping me get over that really nasty guy tutting me in my own home. And I will see you all. As soon as I get the lipsticks tomorrow, I'll upload a video, okay? But I've got the heating engineers coming in the afternoon, so it won't be alive. It'll probably be, yeah, uploaded later on that day. All right, take care. Any questions about any of the products I've used, just leave them below after the live feed and I'll answer you. I can't answer you questions that you put in the live feed. I can answer you, but I can't tag you. So wait until the live's ended and then ask me the question. And then when I reply, it will tag you. All right? Take care. Have a lovely